It's Movember, and for the entire month we've been speaking about men's health. I'm joined in studio today by Dave Van Bunigen. Now, Dave was recently diagnosed with testicular cancer and is currently in remission. Hello.
Hi, Jennifer. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Not too bad, thanks.
Now, you were diagnosed only 2 months ago.
Yeah.
In October.
Yeah, beginning of October.
And you're already in remission.
Pretty much. It's kind of remission. I suppose I went for a scan where basically the tumour got removed. I've subsequently been for blood tests and a scan, and it seems like the cancer's completely out of my system now, which is great. So in a sense I'm in remission, but I still have to go for tests for the next 5 years. So there's a 60% chance it won't come back. There's a 40% chance it will. So over the next 5 years, I'll just have to wait and see how that goes.
Well, high five for it being gone.
Thanks a lot. It feels good, that's for sure.
Now, you're diagnosed in October.
Yeah.
Before the diagnosis, did you sense that anything was wrong?
I did. I had, for about 2 weeks, felt like there was a dull ache in my testicles, which was a little concerning. It definitely didn't feel normal, but at the same time it didn't feel too bad, so I didn't pay too much attention to it. And then the thing that really got me worried was one of my testicles just went rock hard. So it swelled a little bit and it was very hard, and it definitely didn't feel right. So that was what initially made me go and speak to my GP to start off with. Yeah.
Now, before you went to your GP to find out what was going on because you felt a little bit uncomfortable, were you getting regular checkups?
No, not at all. I only really see the doctor when there's something wrong that I feel I can't deal with on my own, I suppose. So no, I wasn't going for regular checkups at all.
Okay, talk to me about this appointment with your GP. You went in to see your GP, and what happened?
It was pretty, I don't know, I guess it's kind of embarrassing having to talk about your balls with a stranger. Kind of used to it now.
Now you're doing it to the whole nation.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, beforehand I was Googling my symptoms, trying to see sort of what it could be myself, I suppose.
That's the worst thing you can do.
It is, because it's, I mean, there's so many different things. One of the things that did pop up was testicular cancer, so that, I guess, gets your mind ticking. At the same time, it could be a variety of other things. So I went to the GP and said, this is what I'm feeling. So she checked me out and said, don't worry too much. I mean, there's several different things that could cause the symptoms. So go for a scan tomorrow just to be sure and double check, and then we'll take it from there, kind of thing. So essentially the next day I went for an ultrasound. I scanned both my testicles and then saw that there was a lump on the one that was hard. And at the same time, I was like, you're going to have to go see a urologist to get it checked further, because a lot of men also get cysts on their balls, which are harmless. But at the same time, it could be testicular cancer, but also don't think of the worst until you've double checked, kind of thing. So the next day, it was all in successive days. So the next day I went to the urologist. He said it almost certainly looks like testicular cancer, but the only way to be sure is to take a biopsy, like a sample from it. But at the same time, they can't just take a sample because you could risk the cancer spreading. So the only way to do it is to remove the whole testicle. So that's when I was like, sure, that's pretty intense. And it was like, this was at 8 in the morning was my appointment. It's like, I've got a spot at 1 o'clock this afternoon. So jeepers, this is all happening very, very quickly. Or the next available appointment was only in 5 days after that. So I was like, sure, might as well. He did recommend doing it sooner than later, because apparently testicular cancer it grows pretty rapidly, apparently. So he's like, rather do it now. That was his recommendation. And I was in the moment, so I was like, cool, might as well. Let's just get it done.
Seems like everything happened very quickly.
Which was very overwhelming,
What was going through your mind when all of this was happening?
I think I was almost probably in shock, I think. I was pretty numb to everything as well. As you said, it just happened so quickly. I didn't have time to process everything and absorb what was going on. So I had the operation, and then only the next day, really, I was lying in hospital and thinking, jeepers, what just happened, I was pretty, it was quite an emotional roller coaster, and has been for the last month or so. Getting back into the swing of things, and it's been pretty up and down, I suppose.